Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. With an alert, the Royal Mint has unveiled the largest gold coin ever in its long history. Let's explore! Very exciting. For those of you familiar with my channel, I do like to cover stories like this, especially with regards to large coins and record breakers. And the technology that's out there today with some of the previous larger coins that have been produced by the Royal Canadian Mint as well as the Perth Mint are second to none. The Royal Canadian Mint produced a huge, massive 200 kilogram coin. It was absolutely amazing. And they made 5 of them. One of them was stolen. And the Perth Mint created a 1-ton gold coin. That was quite a feat. So the Royal Canadian Mint was created in 2007, and the Perth Mint was created in 2012. Well, now the Royal Mint has come up from the rear here with this, their largest coin in the history of the mint, which is thousands, which is I guess over 1,000 years old. And for sure, but it still pales in comparison to the other coins that I mentioned, because this one is 15 kilos, far short of the largest ones, but still, it is quite a feat, and it's very difficult, in my view, to get all that gold to cooperate in such a manner as this. But look at that, it is a stunning beauty, and this was commissioned here. It's a unique piece of art that will endure as a legacy of the occasion for generations to come. A huge gold coin has been produced by the Royal Mint to mark the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Now, if they were to make this out of 15 grams of platinum, that might be more apropos and probably break all records for the largest platinum coin. But nonetheless, this 15 kilo coin was commissioned by an anonymous private UK collector for an undisclosed sum, and its designs on both sides were approved by the Queen. So it must be somebody who's a big-time fan of the Queen, because if I was going to commission a coin from the Royal Mint as such, I would probably have a different theme to it and make my own design. With a diameter of 8.6 inches or 220 millimeters, it is the largest coin the Mint at Llanstrysant in South Wales has produced in its 1,100 years. The coin has a face value of £1,500, and it took nearly 400 hours to make. Stay tuned, because I'm going to show you some other photographs and video on this. It is remarkable. Designed by coinage artist John Bergdahl, the Mint said that it was handcrafted to the highest standard. I can believe it. One side depicts the crowned E2R cipher, which is Elizabeth II's regent, a device combining the initials of the monarch with their title, surrounded by roses, daffodils, thistles, shamrocks, which represent the 4 nations of the United Kingdom. The other side has a commemorative design showing the Queen on horseback, and that design was made famous by in the 1977, I guess it was the Silver Jubilee, on a clad coin. Very common coin you can find for not a whole lot of money, and it's a beautiful design piece for sure. Paul Morgan of the Royal Mint says, "The scale and diameter of the piece has allowed us to push the boundaries of minting to produce an exceptional level of relief and detail." And you can kind of see it from this image here. Pretty amazing. Claire McClellan of the Royal Mint said, "The special edition coin made of 15 kilograms of fine gold is the masterpiece of the Platinum Jubilee collection, combining the finest craftsmanship and innovation rooted in our heritage as the original maker of coins for the monarchs and in celebration of Her Royal Majesty's momentous 70 years on the throne." That is pretty amazing indeed. The longest serving monarch of the British Isles, of the kingdom ever in the history. The Queen is the most coined figure on a diverse array of coins. In other words, her image is on more different coins than any other figure in world history, and likely she will be unmatched. Now, as far as the actual sheer number of coins, Abraham Lincoln, I think, has her beat for the Lincoln cent alone. Millions of those were produced, billions over the course of since 1909, when that effigy was utilized. But the Queen herself has been on a wider variety of all the different denominations of the United Kingdom and all the Commonwealth nations, the multiple commemorative coins and bullion coins that have been produced out there. There's no question that the Queen's numismatic legacy will live on. And she certainly must realize it. She approved this design, and it's quite interesting because this coin, we'll take a look, is probably the smallest portrait of the Queen's face right there of all the ones that are out there. Kind of interesting indeed. This is a one-off piece commissioned by this private collector, represents our growth as the home of precious metals in the United Kingdom, making metals precious to our customers across all our collections. The private UK collector said, "As a long-standing customer of the Royal Mint, I have invested in unique and interesting coins making moments throughout the Queen's reign, and that will remain in my family for generations." I tell you what, that is something that will definitely make its mark for sure. It's a one-off, one-of-a-kind commission there. Interesting indeed. The Royal Mint has launched one of the largest ever commemorative collections for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Likely you have seen many of those coins offered on certain bullion dealers around the world. Here's an image of somebody holding the coin in an acrylic case. Very nice. You can see how large it is. Pretty amazing. 15 kilos. Amazing to think about. Beautifully done. From their Twitter feed, you can see an image screen captured from a video showing it in production there. You can see there's a little bit of dark areas there. I guess the way it was done, and they'll clean that up, but this is in kind of its raw form there. But a beautiful design for sure. And there you can see an image, a close-up of them putting some touches on this side. And I don't know if this was actually struck or if maybe it was engraved, CNC or routed out. So here is the finished product. Look at that. It's absolutely stunning to look at this and see the Jubilee. And I tell you what, if the Queen herself saw and approved these designs, she's got to be pretty impressed with this for her long life, to be able to see something so pronounced and prominent that recognizes her reign on the throne. 1952 to 2002. And yes, indeed. All right. So now let's take a look here at a video that shows this, and we're going to kind of see what we can do here. I don't know if this thing will give us without actually. We'll have to watch it in this scale. I'll actually put a link to this video in the description below, so you can watch it for yourself at full size and what have you. But let's see if we can set some of these here. So it is at 720, and we'll play this and see what you think here. Very interesting indeed. Commemorate the Queen Elizabeth Platinum Jubilee, and they are, scrubbing them out, and you can see that they've already at this stage have wiped away that black area. It's created the world's largest coin for the Royal Mint, not the world's largest coin, that's for sure, not by a long shot. And they got a little bit of wrong information incorrect. 15 kilogram, huge price. Piece has been commissioned by a private collector, as you see there. You can see they're meticulously tapping away there. Fine gold. It doesn't say what the purity of the gold is, by the way. That's kind of interesting. They don't give that. Is it 3 nines fine? Is it 4 nines fine? Took 400 hours to make, and it's worth 15,000 pounds. Actually, it's worth more than 15,000. That's the denomination on it. Another incorrect piece of information. Monarch on horseback, which you can see there, which again was stylized in the 1977 clad piece that they had. The engraving with the cipher, the E2 cipher. Elizabeth II Regent, she is the Queen of England, longest reigning monarch. The coin's design was a fitting tribute to the Queen, and indeed it is. It certainly does have a majesty about it, and gold itself certainly revels in majesty. UK will celebrate the Queen's 7 years on the throne with 4 days of nationwide events coming up next month. There you can see the CNC router they're working on. It's a fascinating video indeed, and makes you wonder with this kind of thing. I don't know if this thing, okay, that's not there. If we do this, all right. But nonetheless, it is an amazing feat, and you can see just how thick the coin is there in this particular screenshot there. Fascinating indeed. It doesn't say what the fineness of the coin is, but and it's nowhere listed on there. But I guess that's probably okay. It's one of a kind. There's probably a certificate that goes along with it, the Royal Mint made for this one-off piece. But very interesting indeed. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do like videos like this, I hope you will consider subscribing and sharing this along with any of the other videos you see here. And I want to encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe, and extend a multitude of gratitude to you all.